Imagine a young mother full of life and dreams vanishing without a trace. A beautiful family torn apart by an unimaginable tragedy and circumstance. This is the haunting story of Susan Powell, and I'll be uncovering it in this channel. So, Susan Powell was a devoted young mother of 2 kids, Charlie and Braden. She was born in October 16, 1981, and she lived in West Valley, Utah. She was likable, lovable, and described as someone who didn't have any issues by her neighbors. She got married to Joshua Powell in 2001. Now, even though from the outside it seemed like their relationship was perfect, a picture-perfect life, but from the inside it was filled with a lot of trouble, with a lot of pains and manipulations. Their move to West Valley City was supposed to mark a new chapter in their lives. However, that wasn't the story for Susan Powell. As her marriage continued to deteriorate, they kept on having issues, and then she became deeply involved in community and church activities, trying to find peace and solace in her faith and also in her friends. Joshua Powell was described by people as very controlling and possessive. As a matter of fact, he controlled their finances and he often isolated her from friends and family. It didn't take long for friends and family to start noticing the withdrawal of Susan Powell. She became so withdrawn, and then you could tell there was something that was actually going on with her. But then, despite all the turmoil she was going through, she kept on being a loving mother to her 2 kids, Charlie and Braden. But everything changed December 6, 2006. Susan Powell was last seen preparing for bed after a typical Sunday, but then the next morning she was gone without a trace. To make matters worse, Joshua Powell claimed to have gone on a midnight camping trip with his kids in the cold and freezing Utah winter, and then he also claimed that when they got back the next morning, Susan had already disappeared and he had no idea where she was too. Now, as a result of this, an investigation began, but then matters even became worse when they found blood stains on the floor of their home matching Susan's DNA, and a handwritten note from her also expressing her fear for her life. More suspicions arose when Joshua Powell rented a car, and it was said he drove 100 miles away, and also he thoroughly cleaned his minivan. Adding another layer to the investigation was about Stephen Powell, Joshua Powell's dad, who was said to have had an unhealthy obsession for Susan Powell. He was later arrested because of child pornography after investigation. But then, Chuck and Judy Cox, the parents of Susan Powell, kept on pushing relentlessly, trying to find an answer for the disappearance of their daughter. They never ceased communication, and they kept on trying to find a way to find answers. But then, it was to no avail. But on February 5th, 2012, the unthinkable happened during a supervised visit. Joshua Powell locked the social worker outside of his home, set his house ablaze, killing himself and his 2 kids in a horrifying murder-suicide. Now, over the years, many theories came to light. Some people believe Joshua Powell acted on his own. Some people believe Joshua Powell and Stephen Powell acted together. But despite the lead, the massive media coverage, the research, this case still remains elusive. Susan Powell's body was never found, and no one has any concrete theory or information about whatever happened to her. The story of Susan Powell was really a sad one, and it changed the course of child custody laws as well as raising awareness about domestic violence. The story of Susan Powell was really a sad one. What makes it even worse is the fact that it remains elusive and her body was never found. Like, share and subscribe for more true crime stories. Now, over the years, many theories came to light. Some people believe Joshua Powell acted on his own. Some people believe Joshua Powell and Stephen Powell acted together, but despite the lead, the massive media coverage, the research, this case still remains elusive. Susan Powell's body was never found, and no one has any concrete theory or information about whatever happened to her. The story of Susan Powell was really a sad one, and it changed the course of child custody as well as